And here you have it. One of my clients was able to get over $150,000 at an SBA approval. Everybody online is talking about how SBA loans are the easiest way to get 100 grand in 2026. And I'm here to give you a disclaimer right now. For a person that helps people get SBAs, this is only half of the story, okay? Yes, can you get approved for SBA loans? Of course. But I got one of my clients, again, $150,000 through an exact specific path. And I'm going to show you, again, the approval one more time, just for receipts. But nobody is telling you SBA is quietly changing the rules this year, and the changes just locked a whole group of business owners out completely. Okay, most people applying right now don't even know it yet. But I'm gonna make sure that you don't run into these issues, because in today's lesson, I'm gonna be giving you the step-by-step process on SBA loans, how they actually work, and the actual rule changes, so you can still be in position to get approved. So what I want you to do is go grab your pen and paper, and without further ado, let's dive in. All right, ladies and gents, so I just want to clear something up right here, because most people, again, get this wrong. The SBA, or the Small Business Administration, does not give you money, okay? Listen to that again. They do not just give you money. They are a government agency, and all they do is just guarantee the loan for the bank, okay? The actual money is still coming from the lender. So we're talking about Chase, US Bank, Huntington, Wells Fargo, big places like that have the capital. The SBA is just tells the bank that, hey, if the borrower stops paying, we'll cover that, okay? That's the guarantee. That's basically what they're saying. So the most common one, of course, when it comes to SBAs is SBA 7A. That's the 7A loan. And that goes up to $5 million of working capital. And also it does equipment and also paying off existing business debt. Now, there's also a microloan that goes up to $50,000 for smaller businesses, and that's the 504 loan that's built specifically for, it's more so like real estate investors and big equipment. Now, why does everybody want these? For two reasons. Number one, that's all a lot of people talk about, because they think that it's the easiest, the rates are the lowest, and you'll find this anywhere, and the payback terms are extremely long. We're talking about like 25 years on the real estate side, which is crazy. So on paper, it looks like free money, but attractive and easy are two very different variables. And the next part right here is where the dream meets the reality. So in this section right here, we're going to be talking about basically the quality, okay? To even be in running, you have to understand a few bars. Your business has to be a for-profit based here in the United States. That's number one. And this has to be real, a real legal business, an LLC, a corporation, a partnership, or sometimes a sole proprietorship. I haven't seen anybody get approved as a sole proprietor. I feel like they just put that there, but I haven't seen it. Maybe somebody has. You can let me know in the comment section. I'm not saying it's not possible, but anyway. Your industry has to be eligible, okay? If you're in gambling, lending, adult entertainment, certain high-risk lanes, you're out from the start. Because pay attention to this part, because the gurus sometimes don't tell you all of this. The SBA itself does not set a credit score minimum, but the lender does, okay? Remember I told you it's coming back from the lender, okay? So in the real world, they want to see at least a 640 or higher, and the 700 makes their job way easier. But here's what nobody is also not mentioning: the credit elsewhere rule. The SBA will only back you if you genuinely could not get this loan on reasonable terms somewhere else, okay? So you literally have to show that this is your last resort. People don't talk about that. That alone disqualifies a lot of people who'd be better served at a faster option, okay? And I'll show you that option in a minute, don't worry. And that right there, knowing which lender to talk to, how your file needs to look before you even apply, which door actually opens your specific situation, that's exactly what we handle for our clients inside our Everhard Capital program. So if you're a business owner with a 700 or better and you want access to $50,000 to $300,000 in business capital, we help you build your profile on the business and personal side, get you the right banking connections, the right banks in your area, so you can get access to this capital, not just getting an SBA loan or just adding on top of the SBA loan. So if that interests you, then what I want you to do is click the link down below so we can help you get to the actual side of success when it comes to your business. But enough about that. Let's talk about the next section. In this section, we're going to be talking about the 2026 rules, because this part kind of really matters, okay? because the SBA updated its rule book this year, and these changes are live from right now, from what I've seen. Number one, this is a big one. As of 2026, every single owner of the business has to be, again, a U.S. citizen or a U.S. national green card holder. Lawful permanent residents are no longer allowed to hold any ownership in an SBA loan. I don't make the rules. And if that's you, then that door is sadly closed. And for most people applying, they have no idea that they're just wasting their time. Number two, the business credit score that they use, it's called an SBSS score. If you've been in the business for a minute, you know that that's an actual thing. And it just got a little harder, okay? The minimum did move up from a 155 to a 165. And then a lot of lenders want to see 175. We're talking about the banks, okay? And on top of that, they're phasing out the small loans, which put you more at a disadvantage when it comes to the lender's hands. Okay, so if you're looking for $50,000, they're kind of phasing that out and only trying to give big lump sums. So sometimes that could hinder you. So you have to understand that moving forward. Number three, collateral. This one's rough because they used to only require collateral on loans over $50,000. Now the line dropped to $50,000. So past $50,000, be ready to put something real on the table. That really wasn't a thing a little while ago. And now number four, they cut the easy small loan ceiling from $500,000 down to $350,000. Okay, add all that up and the picture is clear. SBA loans are real. Okay, but in 2026, they've gotten a little tighter, a little stricter, and some loans have kind of decreased a little bit. But they want to see more on the table before they give you anything. So this is why you always have to do your due diligence when you look at all these TikTok videos, Instagram, even the video that you're watching from me. I know I showed you that I helped somebody get it, but you always want to fact check to make sure everything is in line and it makes sense for you so you don't waste your time. Because everything is always within the making of this video. They could change something tomorrow and we don't know until we read the fine print. So always do your due diligence because you are a business owner. Now, let's just say that you clear one of those bars and there's still one problem that nobody warned you about. This is time. Remember, that $150,000 approval that I mentioned, I know I showed you really the screenshot of what it is. That was a real client and real money. But this is the honest part. That didn't happen in a week. That didn't happen in 48 hours. That didn't happen in 25 minutes. The underwriting documents went back and forth. They literally wanted to see everything up under the hood, okay? With SBAs, it's more of a trade-off, okay? Low rates, long terms, but it's slow, it's paperwork, heavy grind. You know, for some people, that trade isn't worth it. For some it is. But you got to understand which path that you actively need. If you can wait 4 months, 3 months for 155 months for $150,000 or 4 or 5 months just to get a denial, then this is all for you. But I have another path for you. So here's what I tell my clients. If you need capital and you need to move, then there's a better play for you. Because with most business owners, they just need $150,000. Even if it's at 0% interest or not, that will put them in a totally different process. So that's why through our funding program right here, we get cleared in the very first round in under 60 days. And that's if nothing needs to be changed on the personal or business side. The same kind of money that SBA dangles in front of you without citizenships, without collateral, demand, all this type of things. We can do this in half the time because we have the banking connects and the banking reps to help you get this moving forward so you can continuously move forward in your business. So it's just something to think about, and it's definitely worth it because I have so many people that get approved for so much because they have the right system and strategy. So with all that, let's bring this home. The SBA doesn't just lend you money. They just back the bank, okay? The 7A can go up to $5 million or $350,000, but the rules have gotten stricter. The citizenship, the high credit scores, the collateral, it all takes time, and sometimes it's slow and sometimes times is money. So you have to understand which part that you want to be in, whether it's fast or slow. But with that being said, I want to talk to two separate groups. If you're a business owner right now, or you're just an individual that's trying to get capital, but you have late payments, collections, charge-offs on your credit report, you're not getting an SBA, you're not even getting business capital. But you have to clean up that part so you can get to that side. So what I want you to do right now is click the link below right now to sign up for a credit repair consultation. If you get all of this handled, especially on surface level, you'll be able to get approved for $150,000, whether it's 0% interest, SBA, you name it. We have to clean that up first so you look good in front of these lenders, okay? So again, click that link below to sign up for that credit repair consultation. Now, for all of my people that have a 700 credit score or higher, but they don't want to wait 4 or 5 months for SBA to tell them they got approved or denied, then what I want you to do is click that link below to sign up for a capital consultation. In that, we're going to make sure that we can map out and actually help you, get you included with all of our banking reps that you have in your area, and make sure that you get approved for what you need to get approved for at the right capacity. So again, if any one of those really stick out to you, then what I want you to do is click that link below, and I'll see you on those calls. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope this helps one of you guys, because I always try to show you, the positives, but also the drawbacks of everything when it comes to, these top-notch things that you hear online, okay? But I hope this gives you and sheds some light on top of all this. I still hope that you get approved no matter what you do, okay? But enough about that. I thank you guys for stopping by, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen.